Hey guys, it is Renee Smith here, founder and creator of Business Building Accelerator and president and CEO of iSuccess Consulting. Welcome to today's business training, which is all about marketing and sales. I know that this is such a huge topic that has a whole lot of moving pieces to it. So today we're going to simplify it and really just kind of talk about 3 steps. And it is so important that your business has a marketing and a sales system or a sales machine in place. Regardless of the size of your business, if you're an online company or whether you're a multi-million-dollar company that's doing business with corporate and government corporate and government clients, it is important that you have a systematized, automated system in place. So when we talk about marketing, today we're going to talk about 3 key things. We're going to talk about how to attract clients, how to sell to clients, and then how to deliver. So those are the 3 things. If you've already listened to the videos training on business strategy and branding, you know that those 2 elements have to be in place before you really go out to market. You have to make sure, number 1, that you're able to attract the right client. And the way that you're going to attract them is to have the right messaging. And that's all going to be done in that branding section. You have to make sure that you understand who that client is, what their needs are, what the problems are, how you solve those problems, how you're different in somebody else, how you're different than another company, so that when you are putting your marketing materials out there, whether it's a brochure or you networking at a trade show, you doing conferences, regardless of what that is, you've got to make sure that your brand message is clear so that you can attract the right clients, okay? So is your brand message clear? Is your marketing message clear? If it is not, this is where you have to start. So if you're not getting the type of clients that you want, the level of clients that you want, then go back and look and see if your brand messaging is clear and if your marketing message is clear. Number 2, sale. Once you have attracted these clients, once they're interested in you, you've told your personal story, your brand story, they connected with you, you have great content that's out there and you're providing them tons and tons of value, and so now they come to you and they're interested in the product or services that you have. In the sale portion or stage, you have to make sure that the product and service that you have is going to be able to solve the problems that they have. So for instance, if a company needs to have a solution that provides them with gluten-free donuts, I'm just using it for example, and they come to your company and all you have are donuts that have a whole lot of gluten in them, then you're not going to be able to sell them. So you have to make sure that once your message is clear and you're able to attract the clients, you have to make sure that you have the right product or service to offer them. And that also includes pricing. When you're doing your brand development, and when you're doing your research, you're going to find out what type of pricing the market bears, right? Are you a premium product? Are you a middle-of-the-road product? Are you the low-cost provider? All of this is important when you're doing your branding and your marketing, because once you attract those clients, do you offer the right product and service, and do you offer the right price points for them to be able to purchase that? So once you have that client, you don't want to lose them because you're overpriced or because you're underpriced. You're not really valuing your products and services. So in the sales section, make sure that you have the right products and services and make sure that you have the right price points, okay? The third thing is to deliver. Oh, and also under the sales section, you have to make sure that you're able to overcome the objections that they have. For instance, if you're working with a corporate client, their objection may be, well, we just renewed a contract with the incumbent and they're going to be doing this for 3 years or 2 years, so we don't need your service. So at that point, when you're in the sale, you need to start working on really building that relationship and really showing them how you're going to be able to offer value, right? And that all goes back to your branding and your positioning. So in that sales section, I want to make sure that I didn't leave that out. You have to make sure that you're overcoming objectives, you have the right product and services, and that you have the right price. Number 3 is deliver. Nothing is worse than attracting the client you sold them, they've bought, and now you are not able to deliver. In my many years of experience, I've heard horror stories from various supply diversity managers where they've brought somebody in to actually do the job, but for whatever reason, they weren't able to deliver. Maybe the insurance requirements they weren't able to meet. Maybe they didn't have enough staff. Maybe they weren't able to finance and bankroll the project, to meet the net 30 or net 60 terms. But whatever the case is, you have to make sure that you deliver, and not just deliver, but over deliver. Go beyond the call of duty to make sure that you're providing high value in your delivery. And so that, of course, means amazing customer service, but it also means engaging with the customer and finding out what else you can do to offer them extreme value. When you're offering additional value and when you're really servicing those clients, that personal touch is what's going to make them, of course, want to repeat business with you. So the question that I ask you today, is your marketing and sales system robust? Do you have a marketing and sales system? Or are you just flying, by the seat of your pants? Do you have, people that are doing sales for you, but they're not all giving a consistent brand message? They don't understand your value. They don't understand the business strategy, right? Or if you're a smaller company, is it just you and you're servicing your clients so busy doing the work that you're not really marketing and sales? So it is important that in building and scaling your business, regardless of the size of it, you must have a marketing and a sales system, machine in place that is automated and that is systemized. So a lot of these things can be systemized and automated, again, so that you're able to delegate and where people are able to operate in their strengths. Because again, as the president and CEO, you have to be the visionary. You have to be doing the strategy, and I can't say it enough, and not stuck in those administrative, operational, day-to-day tasks. So your homework assignment for today is to go back and relook at your marketing and sales system or machine, whatever it is that you want to call it, and figure out where are there gaps. Is it in how you're attracting your customers? Is it in how you are selling to them? Or is it in how you are delivering to them? So when you take some time, figure out what those gaps are and determine what you need to do to fill in those gaps. Okay? So this is an excerpt from my Business Building Accelerator system, which is a 5-step proven system that shows you how to build a solid infrastructure so you can compete for and win government, corporate, and larger business-to-business contracts. So BUILD stands for B, business strategy, U for unique branding, I for integrated sales and marketing, which we talked about today, L for leverage systems, and D for decisive delegation. So one final note with your marketing sales, your strategy has to be a complete strategy. It has to be for offline as well as online. As we talked in our previous training video, that your brand messaging and all of your brand has to be consistent. So does your marketing and so does your sales approach. So if I meet one of your sales representatives of you in person, the presentation that they're giving, it needs to be consistent with the presentation that I would have if I'm on your website, if I'm watching a sales video, if you're doing a presentation, whatever the case is. So one key in business is concise and consistency, being concise and being consistent. So guys, if we are not connected on social media, let's connect. I'm at iSuccess Consult. That is iSuccess Consult. And I think that's it, guys. Please make sure that you comment below, send any questions that you guys have, and you can build, grow, scale a solid business, but you must have the right strategy and systems in place. Signing off, guys, it is T. Renee Smith. Bye-bye. See you next time. And make sure you do your homework. You have to do the work. Bye-bye.